Evening, folks. And tonight on Everyday KT, we're talking about balls. Now, I know some of you are like, what the hell? Not exactly the same kind of thing that you're thinking. We've already talked about what people wear their kilts. Most of you have probably taken an anatomy class now and again, so that's not what we're talking about. What we are talking about is the balls or confidence, whatever you want to call it, that it takes to wear a kilt. And on top of that, what can detract from that. So first off, as all of you who wear a kilt regularly know, it takes an enormous amount of confidence, balls, to throw that kilt on for the very first time, get out there, wear it to your everyday places. The mall, the store, around the house, mowing the lawn, whatever. Chutzpah. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Same exact thing. So it takes tons of balls for that. But once you've done that, then what? So, as we talked about last time, now you've conquered that first thing. You've conquered your fears of other people's opinions, other people's their dictates from on high about what you can and can't do in a kilt. Why not apply that elsewhere? So use your newfound confidence and go succeed elsewhere. Now, one thing that most of you have seen all across the internet, because that's the most famous place in the universe to spout whatever you want and without repercussions. If you don't do whatever, you're not a man. You're not a whatever. You can't wear the kilt. If you can't wear a kilt in 20 degrees below zero, you're not a man. Or can't wear underwear. You can't do this. Or if you don't do this, you're not something else. All BS. The only person who can take away your own self-confidence is yourself. So unless you let these people get to you, you've got nothing to worry about. So you're going to see these things all over the internet. I've even within the past couple of days I've seen it, just myself. And these people, like I always say, they should get a better hobby because obviously they've got too much free time on their hands. It's something you're going to find as social media becomes more and more ingrained in our society, and people can express themselves more freely without the fear of repercussion or even having to stand in front of the person and say it. You're going to see it all over the place. This is just something that you're going to see. And as kilt wearers, we're going to see a lot more of it because, we stand out in a crowd. A guy shows up in a kilt anywhere and the whole mood changes. So that's just going to happen. You just get used to it, Got to grow a little bit thicker skin as a kilt wearer, but with that thicker skin gives you the ability to not only overcome the crap that people are talking about you, but all the other crap that's going on in the real world as well. Stuff that used to matter to you really won't matter anymore. Just let it go. I'm not going to start throwing icicles and snowballs and crap like that or playing with snowmen or anything. But just little stuff doesn't matter, so why should it matter? So it's all balls. And same equivalent. No, you're not going to magically grow extra pieces of anatomy, but it's the exact same thing. There's lots of women out there who wear a kilt, either for pipe band, personal preference, whatever you want to call it, and whatever reason, and that's totally fine. There's, I'm not going to walk up to some woman who's rocking a kilt and say, hey, you can't wear that because of some arbitrary rule that was created, God knows where by who knows who. Not going to happen. And the odds of someone walking up to you and telling you that you're doing something wrong, again, pretty low. So, balls. Once you find them, and once you've discovered that, okay, I can do this, it's awesome, again, go find that next awesome thing that you can do. And go kick some ass. You're wearing a kilt, and then there's a handful of you that are watching tonight who are just recently kilted, and you've just now recently gotten into wearing a kilt all the time, and you're starting to see what it means to wear a kilt and the freedoms that you get with it, as well as the attention and the benefits of having a kilt, both personally and professionally. So take advantage of it. I mean, go for it. I mean, you've got this newfound energy, this newfound confidence. Go do something with it. You don't just bottle it up. You can't put it on a shelf and come back in 10 years and say, ooh, I remember when I was full of vim and vigor and I could go do anything, conquer the world, throw trees, find wild haggis, whatever. Well, you go do it when the iron's hot. You don't just sit and wait and hope that someday down in the future things will get better and everything's going to be awesome. So I need somebody, looks like there's 14 people. Wow, I think that's a new record. 14 people watching. I need somebody to come up with which volume of Kiltology we're talking about tonight. And I'm just going to wrap with this. So it's cold as hell outside up here. I put up a video where my hands were steaming all by themselves. I pulled them out of the gloves and they were steaming like hell. So you guys, oh, there we go. Finally. Volume 2, twice. Oh, bingo. All right. So, as is new tradition, gotta wet the whistle a little bit, because you know everything's better with scotch. Now, what are the odds of it being a good one? Boom. Let's talk. Okay, finally, I got one that's kind of funny. Okay, Kiltology number 346 out of Volume 2, available on Amazon. Wink, wink. Kiltology 346, lawn gnomes. It is a little known fact that lawn gnomes were invented by a bonny Scottish lass. They were placed in lawns the world over with tiny cameras built in to catch a glimpse up the kiltie's kilt for the lass to enjoy later. In parentheses, it was many years later when the lass innovated further with the innovation of the Wi-Fi video camera, making the lawn gnome far more effective. So, all of you folks out there in a kilt, beware lawn gnomes. Those little bastards are evil to start with. Them having cameras is even worse. So for those of you up north or someplace cold, stay warm. And as always, be strong. Put a kilt on. Talk to you tomorrow.